Alrighty, welcome to Game of the Week for Week 6 here in the OMFL. It's Week 6 of Season 69, Season 2 of Madden 17, and we are happy that you are checking us out today. If you have never visited the Grown Folks online community or the OMFL, make sure that you hop on over to grownfolksoc.com, check out all the leagues. Let you in on a little secret, there is even rumor that we may be starting a new golf league here soon. A couple of guys have seemed interested, so we're playing with the idea. So if you don't have Royal McIlroy or whatever it is, PGA, EA's golf game that came out a couple of years ago, I don't think they've updated in a while. Grab it. It's going to be on sale, cheap, probably on PlayStation Network. Make sure you get it. Check out our league. All right, FIFA, WWE, all those other cool leagues, but we're not here to talk about that. Go check all that stuff out. Here to talk about the OMFL. Lots of games are already being played. I've kind of taken a little bit of a breather here since I am on a bye week, and that's been kind of nice. Lots of games are being played. Not many left. It only looks like there's about 4 of them left, so another early advance, even with Thanksgiving coming up here soon, though. I think we may need to extend the advance a day or two just because guys may be traveling. If not, if guys are able to get their games in, we're not going to wait. We'll keep on trucking, but if guys need the moment, need a breather, we'll give that. Game of the week for Week 6 is going to be the Dolphins and the Panthers. Both of these teams sit at 3-2. The Panthers are their biggest critic. They're so hard on themselves. They were up and down last season. They're up and down again this season. It's a good team. He's trying to get some things figured out. Miami has been the surprise team for me. A team that turned it on late last year, and they've kind of taken that momentum into this new year. And they've had some tough games against some tough opponents, but I really, really like that Dolphins team. Let's go look at a couple of stats here. First, we'll look at some standings, see where both of these teams rank. See if we can't find them really quick. Panthers are going to come in at number 14. Dolphins are going to come in at number 15. Panthers have only scored 82 points. They've only allowed 109. The Dolphins, on the other hand, have scored 103, so much better offense, but they've allowed 112. They have a 2-game losing streak, whereas the Panthers have a 2-game winning streak. So both of these teams are coming in at the opposite realms of the spectrum, but they're both playing really good football this year overall. Let's take a look at some team stats here, see where these guys rank. Offensively first, see who we can find. I think it's going to be the Dolphins because they just are much better offensively. There we go. Bottom half of the league. Panthers, they were second to last. It's really amazing to me how these teams start out red hot, but yet struggle offensively. These teams are really a good defensive team, especially for the Panthers. They're actually really loaded. The Dolphins have firepower on the offensive side. They've just had a tough 2 games here lately. 1,449 total yards, offensive yards, 1,092 passing, 357 for the Dolphins rushing, 676 passing, 608 rushing, so a much better rushing team for the Panthers. 1,284 total complete yards, 16.4 points per game, whereas the Dolphins are much better at 20.6. Let's take a look at the defense of both of these teams. Dolphins are going to come in at number 1. Now, these stats are slightly skewed just because they haven't played this week and other teams have, but you'll still get a good overall feeling because both of these teams are in the upper half of the league when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. The Dolphins have only allowed 741 passing yards, whereas the Panthers have allowed 1,032. But the Panthers have only allowed 342 rushing yards, whereas the Dolphins 418. 19 sacks for the Dolphins. They know how to get after the quarterback. They even knew how to get after the quarterback last year. The Panthers, on the other hand, 7 sacks, nothing to be ashamed of, just a much lower number than the Dolphins. They do have 5 forced fumbles to be in the upper portion of the league. Only 5 interceptions, whereas the Dolphins have 9 interceptions. Look at a couple of intimate stats here, some player individual stats. Here, look at the the Dolphins, I should say, first. Only 51% completion percentage for Tannehill. 1,194 total yards, 9 touchdowns, but 13 interceptions. Again, He was playing really, really well until the last 2 games, and there he has struggled. They have made some trades and tried to move some guys around to find a rushing attack. They did have a very good rushing attack against the Bills, but they still were not happy overall. Drake is averaging 4.8. Jones is averaging 5.4. Both of them have 2 touchdowns, 282 and 190. So overall, not a bad rushing attack. They just don't have that one guy who's going to be in the upper portion of the league. Like I said, a lot of weapons on offense, though. 28 catches for Landry, 17 for Parker, 8 for Mayer. The rookie out of LSU is having a really good season. He's averaging 10 yards a catch, and he's just playing really, really good. He seems to have really good hands, which is good. But Landry from LSU is really having a great year, averaging 125 yards a game and 3 touchdowns. But again, this is all about the defense, especially the sacks, and that's what we're going to take a look at. Again, they know how to get after the quarterback. Tyrone Holmes, the first-year guy out of Montana, has already got 8.5 sacks on the year. Of course, they had the sack leader in the league last year, and it looks like they just keep churning out defensive ends who know how to get after the quarterback. Missy, who used to be a linebacker, even a middle linebacker at one time in his Madden career, is now a right end. He's got 6 sacks. So's got 3.5, pushing the pocket right in the middle. Jenkins, Pigston, Jones, and Alonzo each have 2 interceptions, and that Dolphins defense knows how to make plays. Take a look at the Panthers. We'll come back to the defense because that is their strong suit. Cam Newton's really trying to get some things figured out. I know they've been putting in extra time. That passing game is really grudging along and just like stuck in the mud. 3 touchdowns for him, 7 interceptions, only 55% completion percentage. Guys really attack Cam because he's such a big guy, a big target, and they know he's got the mobility, so he's going to see a lot of quarterback spies to keep that from happening. Only 770 yards on the year for him. Abdullah, coming over from the Lions, has paid out big dividends for the Panthers. 452 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. He's averaging almost 100 yards per game. He does have 2 fumbles, but he's a guy who has big playability, and he seems to be doing that for them. Cobb is the second-year guy from Minnesota. When 47, he's averaging 8.6 yards a carry. That offensive line has put in work and doing a good job. Benjamin's doing a good job for them. 22 catches, 351, only 1 touchdown. Again, you only see 3 touchdowns total. This offense really needs to get some things figured out in the passing game. You figure that rushing game would open up things, but I also would have a feeling that guys are playing a lot of zone on Cam, which is opening the rushing attack, but really holding Cam back. Boston, who's been on the trading block what seems like an eternity since the league started, he's got 42 tackles for this team, 1 tackle for loss. Their league leader, or their team leader in sacks, is going to be Kuechly. He's got 8 tackles for loss, 39 tackles on the year, 2 sacks. The problem is he has gotten hurt. I think he got hurt in the last game. He's going to be out, I think, a minimum of 3 weeks. He might be able to come back sooner, but we'll have to see. They do not get a whole ton of interceptions, but Jonathan Knowles, the linebacker transport from Madden 16 that they took, is out of Michigan. He does have 2 on the year. This defense really rallies. They're fast. They're quick. They're going to cause you to abandon the run early. And that's what is going to be interesting about this game. The Dolphins don't have a great running attack, but they have focused on that. They've put some attention to that. And that is what the Panthers are really good at stopping. So this is going to be really a matchup between 2 teams. One who's struggling, one who's surging, one who seems to have more offensive power than the other. Cam can go off at any time, though. This is going to be an intriguing matchup between 2 pretty evenly matched teams that sit at 3-2. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Panthers. My head is telling me to take the Dolphins. I love both of these owners. They're great guys here. But I just have a feeling that the Panthers are playing good football right now. I do think that losing Kuechly is going to hurt them. But look for the Dolphins to have to pass a lot. And that Panthers team is really going to try to rally and get after the quarterback. This could backfire on me because I could see the Dolphins doing what they do best, and that's get after the quarterback, caused Cam Newton to throw some more picks. He's only got 3 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. That could backfire, but both of these quarterbacks are not playing well. The Panthers have the better rushing attack. I think that's going to pay off in the long run. I think it's going to be a tight game. Give me a 17-21 victory for the Panthers. And there you have it. That is your game of the week here in the OMFL for Week 6. Thank you for tuning in. As soon as I turn this video off, I'm going to do a Press Pass Live and catch us up to the league of where we stand right now. It's been a great year so far. We've got a lot of action. I'm excited about the holidays being here. It looks like guys will get some time off, maybe get some extra games put in. It'll be a fun season, and before you know it, we'll be at the end and it'll be time for the playoffs. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel here, like our video, share it with people, subscribe to our Twitter feed, look at the website, check out all the great things that are happening here at Grown Folks Community, and we'll see you again next week. Peace out, man.